we started something special here. A lot of belief in one another and what we can do when we buy in and believe in each other and play together. And we did that throughout the whole season. So, yeah, like I said, I love playing with these guys, and I think they feel the same way.
The window is open for us, and that's the exciting thing. Who knows what can happen? I mean, it's a long year, but this one will always be special because it became fun again.
Ryan Tannehill and Aaron Rodgers, Titans quarterback and Packers quarterback, respectively. I don't know what look Aaron Rodgers was going for there, but I liked it. He just got into shore after 3 months at sea. They harpooned a whale, and
he's in the Bay Area. That fits well. He's in the Bay Area. Yes, you don't know. He might have been out there just catching some fish, fresh fish, and now he played a little quarterback, and he's ready to go home.
He looks angry. I don't know that that's still frame if you're watching on TV.
He is angry.
A fair representation. He sounded very optimistic, though, Chris.
Well, yes.
He said we're going to get one of these soon. Do you think the Packers have enough to get to the Super Bowl with this team as it's currently constructed?
Well, I do. I mean, he's disappointed, of course. I mean, he knows he's 36 years old. You don't know how many of the opportunities he's going to get. So I'm sure that's going through his mind a little bit. But, he said it. They are in the window. They're not far off. I mean, if you made me pick, both teams, Tennessee Titans, Green Bay Packers, which team is more likely to be back in this position next year? Hey, I like Tennessee's chances, but I think I would still go with Green Bay in that argument. I would. I just think they're going to get a year better within the LaFleur offense. Like we talked about, they need another weapon or two on the offensive side of the ball. They don't need much on defense. They really just got to address their interior D-line. That was their biggest issue on that side of the ball all year long. They were exposed there, and they got exposed yesterday. They had a game plan to help that interior D-line, which made them vulnerable on the edge. So I look at the Packers and think they are in pretty good shape. Now, the NFC is loaded, but I still think this is a very, very good team that's not far off at all.
It'll be interesting to see what GM Brian Gutekunst does this year and next year from the standpoint of moving on from guys they have. Because if you are going to be very active in bringing in new guys, that means maybe some of the guys who have been there don't fit in the vision of the team going forward. And one of the things Aaron Rodgers was very specific about as a basis for his optimism for the future, they brought in players who are natural leaders. And he says for the first time in a while, it's fun again for him. And if they get more guys like the ones they brought in, if Matt LaFleur, who will be in his second year as head coach, continues to empower guys to do their thing, things could get interesting for the Packers. I still don't know how they were 13-3. I don't know that they can duplicate that. Look at the Chargers last year. They were 12-4 and they won a lot of close games. And then this year, they didn't. I mean, that's part of the luck of the week in, week out grind. And sometimes you find yourself in a groove where you're just winning these games that maybe in any other year you would lose. So they still have to find a way to win. And Rodgers said this team isn't as talented as others he's been on. They just found a way. No guarantee next year's team is going to find a way, Chris.
No, there is no guarantee. Plus, hey, they were fortunate to play a pretty easy schedule this year. For the most part, they got to play the NFC East. We know that was kind of a dumpster fire. They played the AFC West, and they got to play Kansas City without Patrick Mahomes. The AFC West was solid, but again, nothing we're looking at going, oh, wow, that was some division there. So I think things fell into place that way more times than not, where they just they found ways to win football games. Will that happen again next year? I don't know, but I do like their chances with 12 at quarterback because he takes care of the football, and they got help around him. I think that's why he's trying to say it's a fun year too. You're right. I think they brought some personality into the locker room that, juiced things up a little bit. And the pressure's off of him a little bit to where not every game was like, whoa, Aaron Rodgers has got to throw for 350 and 4 touchdowns or they can't win a game. I mean, that's how it's been for the last 8 or 9 years. So that pressure is off, and Matt LaFleur deserves that credit that way. Now they just need to find, 2-3 players to kind of get them over the hump.
Real quick on the Tennessee Titans, do you think they are here to stay?
I think they are here to stay, yes. They're a team you look at, they got to shore some things up on the defensive side of the ball a little, maybe another pass rusher, something like that. But, the big thing is with them is, early season, the last 2 years, the last 3 years, it seems like they let too many games slide away early in the season, and Derrick Henry in the run game don't pick up till November. Can they, like, win some games they shouldn't win early in the year to where they don't always have to limp into the playoffs and put themselves in such a tough spot? But they got a lot of pieces, but they're in a tough division. We'll see where that goes.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.